What's going on, guys? It's Mike for Sim Racing 604. Welcome back to Assetto Corsa. And welcome to the showroom once again with the beautiful and amazing Ferruccio 57, aka the Ferrari 575 GT class car from Race Sim Studio. So we're very excited to have this. This is the sixth and final addition to the GT pack from Race Sim Studio. Race Sim Studio has been slowly releasing the cars. They released 3 up front, if I'm not mistaken, and then have subsequently released 3 new cars to the pack for a total of 6, and it is in its final form with this, the Ferruccio 57, obviously, like I said, based on the Ferrari 575 V12 engine. So we're very excited to add this, and you might be thinking, well, wasn't there already a Ferrari in the GT pack? Yes, indeed there was, the 550. So the 575 is a little bit less horsepower and a little bit heavier compared to its 550 sister. And you might be thinking, well, why would you make something that's heavier and slower almost the same car? Well, it drives different is the truthful answer. If you followed the channel for some time, you know that I've been somewhat critical of the Ferruccio 55, and I liken it to what is your least favorite flavor of ice cream. Even the worst is pretty darn good, and that's how I feel about the 55. It was never my favorite, but still really, really good. So the 575, I've done some break-in laps. Sorry, I call it the 575. I mean to call it the 57, of course. I've done some break-in laps, and I like it a whole lot more. Again, if you've been with the channel for a while, you might know how I feel about the Lanzo V12. I think it's absolutely one of the best mods ever for Assetto Corsa. I've loved that car from the start. And this one, actually, based on the first few laps that I've turned, is really ranking high up there as well. So without further ado, let's get out. I'm going to do kind of a recap on the entire GT pack from Race Sim Studio, but for the time being, just going to do some break-in laps here and work on that more comprehensive review of the pack when I find time. Let's get out there on track. We'll go back to Silverstone because it is my obsession. Actually, let's quickly take a look inside the car here. So you can see from the outside here, we'll just slow it down and look at some details here. You can see the wonderful detailing, as always, as we have come to expect from Race Sim Studio. Everything down to the calipers is really, really well modeled. You can see those rotors there. The sort of texture, the texture of the tires as compared to anything around it is just phenomenal. And you can see they've even got the RSS naming there. And yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful machine. We have come to expect very, very high things from Race Sim Studio, and I've yet to be disappointed. You can see those tail and brake lights there. Looking fantastic, absolutely fantastic. The tow point there at the bottom. And we'll quickly jump inside. We'll jump in the passenger side. Oh, can we? Oh, for some reason I can't. Okay, anyway. You guys get the point. You can see the interior. We'll get a nice view of the interior when we actually get out on the track. But all in all, absolutely a magical creation once again from Race Sim Studio. These guys never disappoint. So I'm excited to get this out on track. Let's not waste any more time or make anybody any more dizzy. Let's go. Alright guys, so here we are trackside at Silverstone. On board, we'll turn the volume up, give it a little rev so you can get an idea, and then we will be off on our way. So, Race Sim Studio has done magical things with the sounds in this pack. Among the best sounding mods in Assetto Corsa, in my opinion. You'd have to go with like a Fonseca, you know, add-on pack to even get close to those sounds, in my opinion. So a nice, easy warm-up lap here. Just build some heat in the tires and brakes. So just a hint of oversteer there. Was able to easily counter it. Way down the back straight here. We'll take it in third gear this time. Just again until we feel a little bit more confident in those tires. Bad approach angle on that corner there. Only up into third gear that time. Should be sixth next time around. Alright, very shortly we'll be underway for our first flying lap. And far too wide there. Very responsive handling. One thing that's cool about this pack, well, one of many things that are cool about this pack, is the fact that the physics and drivability of the cars range so much from model to model. So it's not like they just made one car 6 times. They actually have taken the time and really built up each car to handle uniquely. And again, that's why you would choose a favorite. Like I have a couple friends in the sim racing community who feel the Ferruccio 55 is the best in the pack when I rank it the worst. And some people just really do not connect with the Lanzo. And again, it's one of my favorite mods of all time. So just goes to show you how much variance there is in the physics from car to car. And it took too much off that corner. Ugh, terrible approach, terrible approach. And we may actually get up into 6th gear this time. If only for a moment. Bit wide through here. It's phenomenal, guys. Come on. You've heard me blubbering over this GT pack for some time now. This one is no exception. They definitely did not drop the ball on this. And boy, massive frame rate drop there. And pushing a little bit this time. Much better through the first sector. And yeah, this is very, very close in my opinion to the best in the pack. Each in the pack, each of the 6 cars in the pack has its own characteristics, as I mentioned, and its own, you know, even the worst among them has things to really love. And this is a good overall car, really, really nicely done. Wow, absolutely fantastic. I think the more you push this, the more you really get out of it. You can hear the tires starting to break traction. That's perhaps the most fun you can have with this car. It's just slightly beyond that limit. Alright, let's go one more. Hopefully no frame drops this time. Just a tremendous, tremendous sense of acceleration with this car. And by the way, they've actually updated a bunch of things with the physics with the Ferruccio 55, so I need to revisit that and see if they've made some improvements that I would have appreciated. Whoa! There it is! Found that slightly beyond the limit feeling. Alright, so here you guys one lap. Go one more here. Now that my tires are completely cooked, and I don't know if I even have the gas to do one more lap, but we'll try it. By the way, the pack is 20% off right now for those who have not yet invested. I think you'll be looking at somewhere around €12 or $12 for the pack, I believe. I'll link to it in the description though. Woo! A little bit wild through there. Hold on to it, Mike. Hold on to it. And wrong line through that hairpin. I like to take it a little wider. Kind of get a run at this straight, but didn't happen that time. That's okay. I do believe my tires are starting to show some wear. I wasn't even able to handle that turn at all. Yep. Definite tire wear at this point. But it looks like we will safely navigate it home. Across the finish line one more time. Woo! Alright, that was a whole lot of fun, guys. So the Ferruccio 57 will, like I said, round out the GT pack. They quickly gave it a hot fix on release today, so very nicely done overall. Race Sim Studio, again, this ranks among the best in the pack, and I will break down in a future video how I feel about the pack overall. But the Ferruccio 57 certainly ranks among the best. It is fantastic. So very well done. Again, if you do not own the GT pack by Race Sim Studio for Assetto Corsa, strongly recommended. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Happy driving, and let me know what you think of the car. Thanks, guys.